a video commentary of an old combat done with a reenactor friend of mine. Here we were in Sardinia for a neuralgic reenactment with our reenactment company. This is a video analysis of axe and shield combat dating back to the Bronze Age, and you can see right away what is the limit of the simple stick versus the axe. The axe has the ability to engage the opponent's shield, something that instead a simple sword or staff cannot do. Notice here prominently how the axe has this beak-like shape and is thus able to overcome the protection offered by the shield, reaching behind the shield itself. Note that these are very light sparring tools. The original weapons must surely have been much more incisive. Here, on the other hand, one can see how simply by extending the shield, one can easily parry blows. The round shield, in fact, although it is very small, allows you to cover a large area thanks to the cone of protection offered by the shield itself. Note this parry with subsequent wrist strike that thanks to the hook shape of the axe is possible to engage. The shape of the axe is in fact very useful for performing a series of otherwise impractical strikes such as hooking the shield, or as will be seen shortly, the very neck of my opponent. Obviously, a metal axe would certainly have hooked the person much better. Here you see a series of strikes with response. Notice in this sequence how the axe manages to get behind to protect the shield. A nice knee strike with dodge, and here instead, a series of guards in an attempt to counterattack the opponent. Here instead we will see a series of less interesting blows. The staff, in fact, needs to be much more charged to hit, somewhat like the axe. Instead, the sword having two cutting edges can be delivered with less force, although it should be noted that if the cut is not given with the right alignment, it does not cut. Here instead you see the usual sequence of moving the staff and striking behind the shield, and here an attempt of a low blow and high blow. In this sequence instead, I was trying several times to catch the right corner of the opponent's shield in order to uncover it. In this last sequence instead, you can see that the strikes are often very repetitive, high strike and shield parry. In this still other sequence instead, you will notice how the shield, when held close to the body, is actually of little use for parrying, being able to fulfill its purpose, but not as well as by holding it away. And this is where the fight ends.